Hello, hello, Ben coming to you from New York City with a mini album share. This is a 8x6 mini album, 8 inches by 6 inches, made with the Tim Holtz Ideology Wallflower paper. So this is the paper pad. As you can see, I do have quite a bit left. I would say I used maybe 2/3 of the paper pad on this album. I also used a couple sheets of the vellum that goes along with it. I didn't use as much as I thought I would. I only used maybe 2 sheets. I ended up just kind of not being so thrilled with the vellum. I had never used it very much before, so I used a couple of those. So let's jump right into it. This is the cover I used. I did a little bit of a different method on how I wrapped the cover, and I actually learned it from, I want to say it's called Terrys Scrapbooks or something like that. I'm going to put a link below to the video where she showed this method, and I think it's a relatively common method. I just hadn't really done it before, and her video explaining how to do it was so clear and easy that but I'm really happy with it turned out. I usually have just wrapped my mini albums with black cardstock and then put the pattern paper over it, but this I actually wrapped with the pattern paper, and it looks really great, I think. So on the cover we just have a few these are paper flowers that I made using the let's see, Tim Holtz Tattered Florals Biggs die. So I cut these out with this. These I just cut out on cream colored cardstock and inked up with different distress inks. This is actually cut out of the paper collection, and I just put a black thing in the middle of that. So pretty plain cover. This right here, I don't know if you can really even tell, but this is a fussy cut piece from another paper that I layered over this floral. This is a bird that I fussy cut out and put on here, and a little bird cage. So relatively plain cover. And then the spine and the back are totally plain. I didn't really do anything to them yet. So that's the cover. Let's go ahead and open this. Inside front cover, again, I didn't do anything to that. That's just plain. That's one of the pieces of paper. This paper is really nice. It has a really vintagey, almost grungy feel to it, yet still has some floral accents. So it's kind of pretty vintage. I really liked that. First page here, this is kind of used from a Kathy Orta tutorial where this page design where you've got this pocket with a pull out and a belly band. So inside the belly band I have a tag. The tags in here are made from this. This is actually in my giveaway. So if it's before August 10th, 2015, you can go to my other videos and you'll find a 300 subscriber giveaway, and this is in the giveaway. And I used this tag die to make this, and then just put some brown satin ribbon on it. On the back, I just backed it with this basil paper that I have with some grit on it so you can write on it. Then this is just a tag. This is using the vellum, which I left, I glued it down at the top, and the vellum actually had this black line, so that made it easy to hide the adhesive. So that goes in the belly band, and then I just used this little piece of chipboard I had as a stopper to stop the tags. At the top of this, there's this little pull-out, just this little booklet that I made to go in there. And then, oops, come on. Well, I'm just gonna put that back in later. And then on the side, a photo mat that pulls out. Also, all of the pages have side photo mats to pull out that I double-sided. I'm gonna leave that up too. So let's move on to the next page. This is just a simple pocket. All these bracketed edges with the cutouts like that, I made all of those with the Spellbinders Card Creator A2 Bracket Borders 1. It's a mouthful, but these are great dies. They are about 5.5 or 6 inches across. So for the pages, for the pockets oriented this way, they were the perfect size. So this is made with that. These are 2 more tags cut out of that Tim Holtz die set, and then just another plain photo mat. All of the edges I inked with Tim Holtz Distress Ink and Vintage Photo. So that's this. Moving on, this page right here, I've got a little swing tab there, and that just flips open to reveal a pocket here. And I cut this edge with a Martha Stewart border punch. I forget the name of this one. But this actually has a corner piece to it as well, but I only used the straight edge. So I thought this looked really nice. Another photo mat here. Moving on, this page is just a double pocket. I used this Martha Stewart. I think this is called something lattice. I can't remember. I'm really bad at the names, and they don't have the names on them. So I used that one for just 2 little pockets here with 2 little photo mats. Pretty simple. Moving on, this is just a little fold out that I made. You know, I kind of wanted it to be one of those things that seemed like it was in between the 2 pages, even though it's technically connected to this page. So I got, again, I used that same card creator die from Spellbinders to make this pocket and to make these 2 edges right here. The paper pack actually has all of these like 3x4 and 3x3 cutout pages, so that made it really easy to make these small little things to pop into these pockets. This next page just has a simple side pocket, and this is a photo mat right here. This top sheet though is the vellum, and if you fold that up, it's actually just a lined page. I made this, I have a lined stamp that I use to just make lines on some cream cardstock. So just a nice kind of place to write down some thoughts. And in the back you could put a photo on. Okay, moving on. This page is deceptively simple looking, so it looks like it's just a regular little pocket with a photo mat in it. And again, this is another Martha Stewart border punch that I used, but this whole thing kind of flips out. Right here, I've got, this is a 3x3 that I backed and glued down, and then this comes out of the back, this 3x4 piece. And then the whole thing kind of, let me get this back into the frame, flips open like that. So a lot of space for photos here, another side pocket here, and then this kind of is held down by a magnet to close it back. So I really like how that turned out. It's sort of like a hidden area back there. This right here is a pretty simple little pocket with 2 little photo mats in it. If you've ever watched any of Anna's Paper Creations videos, you'll see that she does this a lot, where she puts the photo mat in here, and by taking that out, that allows the flip out to do. She doesn't really use magnets, she uses other pieces to hold things down. So I did that, and I really like how that turned out. I think I'm going to use that technique more. So there's just a little 3x4 flip out there, and then these small photo mats. Let's go down in here. Okay, and another pull out. Every page has the double-sided pull out. Going on here, this is just another simple double pocket page with just 2 photo mats right there. This is a really pretty simple page. It's my bonus pocket I learned from Kareen's Creations. So I still have my pull-out mat on the side, but I added another sheet on top to give me a pocket here. If you've seen my other mini albums, I almost always put something like this in there because it gives you a spot to put things in that are maybe small and that you don't want to fall out and you don't want to lose, because then it's closed with a magnet, and anything you put inside this extra pocket is going to stay put. It's not going to potentially fall out. If you had some smaller, bulkier items that you put in a pocket like this, it could fall out. This keeps it safe. And again, you still don't lose this pull out on the side. And then on the back, it's just this page right here with 2 little fold outs, little photo mats inside those, and then the back cover. So as you can see here, I wrapped the edges into pattern paper, and then I used this basil kind of grid paper to line the inside so you don't see the Tyvek poking through or the chipboard itself. And then I glued down extra pieces that I had of the paper. So that is the mini album. I'm pretty thrilled with this one, actually. I think it is one of my favorites so far. It took me a while to make because I was out of town a lot, and it's the summer, and I've been spending a lot of time outside. But I'm really happy to be done with this and have it turn out so beautifully. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm currently working on my next mini album, which I'm using this. Oops, I'm so sorry. I always do that at least once. I thought I had made it through without knocking the camera, but oh well. This is the next paper stack I'm using. It's the K & Company designer paper, and I want to say, oh, I forget what it's called. It doesn't say it on here. Engraved Garden. And this is gorgeous. I just am so happy with how pretty these papers are. Just to give you a little sneak peek, this is the first page I made. It's so pretty. I'm loving these papers. So that's what's coming up next. I mentioned earlier I do have a giveaway that's open right now. So if you look at the video immediately preceding this one in my uploads, you'll see it. Again, it's open till August the 10th, 2015. Got a lot of goodies in it, so go sign up for that. All you have to do is comment. I hope you're all having a good day and happy crafting, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.